So Matt Wilson, who works with K2 and I on the Where's Marty segments, by the way, we've done almost a little over 700 of these, comes back to me one day and says, I got this call from a guy named Walter Clubb, and he sent me a couple pictures of his boats. And here we are. Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
We're in Riviera Beach, Pasadena. Best way to describe it, right near Rock Creek.
Yes.
In your hand, you were holding a box. Would you open that box just real quick? I said, Walter, where's your workshop? And you said, in that box.
Right. Yep, this is it. All Exacto stuff.
And you handmade all of these boats?
Yes.
You hand sewed all of the sails?
154.
That's crazy.
Well, that's what my wife tells me.
You started this in 1978. You can go ahead and give it a close. You started this in 1978. By the way, had a great career with the phone company. But what was your genesis moment when you said, I'm going to start making boats?
Well, I made the aircraft carrier Enterprise, made a Rolls Royce, upholstered the whole inside, and I went to a hobby shop, Marconi's, used to be in Brooklyn, and said, what do you got that's kind of hard? He goes, do you ever make a ship?
Wait a minute. You said, I want something hard.
Yes. And so he said, did you ever make a ship? I said, no. So I bought Sovereign of the Seas and made that.
But now it has exploded into this. You start off with a very basic kit, but then with an X-Acto knife, you start working on wood. You had to bend all this wood. This is wild.
Yeah.
You basically did the same thing. For instance, there's a Pride of Baltimore. Right. You basically, with an X-Acto knife in your hands, did what the Boatwrights did to make the original Pride.
Yeah, plank on plank, and just everything's from the prints.
This is just, what do your friends say when you bring them down here?
I have no friends. No. When I ask people if they want to see my boats, they have no idea what they are.
Well, you said to us you want to see my boats, and
yes.
and here I just got to talk K2 real quick, just real quick. Would you say when we're over said and done with Where's Marty, whenever that happens, this will rank up there as like one of the top?
This is high ranking. This has displaced something. I don't know yet, but yes, it is high ranking.
It is high ranking. All right. So what we're going to do next half hour, we're going to have more with Walter Clubb and his boats. But Tim, Amy, seeing is believing, but you have to be standing here to really appreciate this. We're in a small closet-sized room off of Walter's basement. And this is his workshop.
That is amazing.
Wild. Back to you. Welcome back to WJZ at 9. We're in Riviera Beach, Pasadena, Anne Arundel County. Walter, that is the Bounty, the HMS Bounty.
Yes.
Now look at the detail, folks, in there. You've even got the stone ballast in the bottom. But what I want you to do is pick it up and turn it around. Because just as soon as you're looking at the ship itself, when you turn it around, it's the complete vessel. Walter, how long did it take you to make that? You can go ahead and put it back. You can go ahead and put it back down.
15 months.
15 months. Incredible. You were talking with K2 about not using drills. Let me turn around this way. Mm-hmm. And you said if you used even a small Dremel, it'd become a machine shop.
Yes. So, like everybody wanted to give me a Dremel, but it just would have changed the way I was making them.
Because once again, if you weren't with us last half hour, what's in my hand is Walter's shop. Out of this box come all those ships, and the sails have me crazy. The sails are giving them all motion. You sew all those sails.
Yeah, it's 154 of them.
That's wild. And you know what else? K2 is getting you some detail here. None of the wood is popped.
No.
I mean, when you look at these hulls, that's curved wood. Real boats pop.
Yeah. 1978.
That's when you started doing these. Absolutely incredible. This is some serious detail, Kay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it honestly is. When did you do your last one?
Oh, I think it was like 2018, 2019.
And then it was just another part of your life and you've moved on.
Yes.
But when you come down here, do you ever think, do you look at any boat and remember the time you were making it and what was going on? And does it mark the time in your life?
I remember making every part of every one of these boats.
Well,
there was none. When I made the one for my son, that marked the time in my life,
got it.
and that was 79.
Got it. Here's the Constitution right here. Check it out. There's the Constellation in Boston. I mean, there's Constitution in Boston. There's Constellation, downtown Baltimore. Hey, Walter, thanks for inviting us in.
You're welcome. Thanks for
And
coming.
I'm glad you called and said you need to come see my boats, because you know what? We need to come and see his boats. Absolutely wild. We'll be right back.